Hi, welcome to Chili's. Hello everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having an okay day. You may notice that the background is a little different, that the setting that I'm currently recording in is slightly different than whenever I typically start these videos. And that's because we had a little recording mishap this morning whenever I made my first video. I have since deleted a lot of old videos and photos, and if it doesn't save this one, then I don't know what we're gonna do. It might be a little bit for me to put another episode out, but I think we're good. I think we figured it out, but now I'm going to be going the opposite way. So I typically drive to school. Now I'm going to drive from school to home, and I'm leaving at a terrible time. Everyone's leaving class, everyone's walking around, so it's going to be a little busy traffic wise, but we adjust, you pivot, you keep going, and that's just what happens. So now you'll see me leaving campus, going to home. So if you have my route down from whenever I leave home and get to campus, now you'll be able to do it the opposite way and officially know the routes that I take to get to and from. But I saw this video this weekend, and the caption was, people really think they can beat this animal or this beast or whatever. And it was a video of two grizzly bears, like grown grizzly bears, fighting. Or they were playing, I don't know what it was. I am not a master in animal behavior, so I don't know if they were fighting or if they were playing or what it was, but their paws were moving very fast at each other. Their claws were really long. They were massive animals. And I don't know who these people are that can confidently say, like, I could beat a bear in a fight, or like I would take a bear over a lion, or I would take a bear over a shark. Like, I've heard the argument. I've heard people give their thoughts. I've heard people confidently say that they could beat a bear up in a fight. And I can, without a doubt, 100%, full confidence and certainty, say that no human is beating a bear in a fight. When I tell you this video, their paws were moving so fast. Like, their mouths were opening and biting each other. Like, if they were playing, it's even more scary. If they were actually fighting, like, okay, I don't know if they were fighting to death, if they were just like fighting because someone wanted food over another. I don't know what the cause for fighting was. If it was a fight, if it was just playing, then I don't know if I could be more confident that a bear would beat a human in a fight than I am already after seeing this video. And then to further back that up, I was scrolling on Twitter today, I think, and I saw a video of this guy. His entire right ear was like dripping blood all around his ear. His face was all bloody. You can tell he had just like gotten in a fight. And lo and behold, he tells the story about how he got in a fight with a bear. And he said that he had bear spray. So I guess, I don't know how much he used. I don't know the process that he went through to empty this bear spray on this bear. What bear spray really does, I don't know. But he said that he had bear spray, he used bear spray, and he still got mauled. I mean, he showed his arm, like he put his arm up in the camera, and there's like flesh hanging out. He's like, I don't really know what's in there, what's coming out. He says, I don't think I have any internal organ damage, but I feel okay. He's like, I still have both my eyes. And he said that as if like I'm lucky to be leaving with what I'm leaving with. I mean, his arms were fully torn up. He said he didn't take his hat off to see what damage had been done on his head. I guess, I don't know if his hat fell off in battle and his head is also damaged, but he had a hat on in the video. I mean, so much blood. I don't know why his first instinct was to take a video of himself, but if that bear wanted to kill him, it could have very easily. I mean, they're hundreds and hundreds of pounds heavier than us. I don't know if they weigh like a ton. I don't know. 2,000 pounds is a lot. I don't know how much. I feel like 1,000 pounds is a healthy sized bear. They're very fast. I didn't know how fast they were. Like, you see, like, they're able to catch fish out of the air, but I feel like good hand-eye coordination, you could catch a fish jumping out of air, or like stab your hand down and get a fish in the water. So maybe like that part of their skill set isn't as crazy, but like in a fight, no chance does a human beat a bear. I don't believe it. No chance. I put all my money in the entire world on the bear. If betting and gambling ever becomes legal in Texas, I don't know who like the person is that has to do that, who the guy is or the girl is that has to legalize that. But the second they do that, and I know that a bear fight with a human is happening, like if Jake Paul is like, my next fighter is a bear, I put all my money on the bear. Not even a question. But anyway, I try to like help my voice sound better in these videos, because I've been told before that I'm a very like monotoned person. I don't have a lot of inflection in my voice. Whenever I used to be in musicals back in the day, whenever I was an actor guy, I was told that dairy is really bad for like your throat, for your vocal cords, and to help your voice sound better. But the issue is that every morning I eat yogurt. So I try to help my voice by drinking some water or having coffee. I try to only have coffee once a week because it's just, I try not to be super reliant on caffeine. But I am hoping that you guys aren't too annoyed with my monotone voice, but I'll try and switch it up and use good vocal techniques. But I will not stop eating yogurt every morning for breakfast. So if there are people out there that are saying I just can't stand the way he talks and his voice, just know that I'm not gonna stop my everyday routine of having yogurt and granola and blueberries for breakfast just for you. So if you don't like it, just mute the whole video and give me a view and leave a comment. You can comment every single day that you hate my voice. I don't care. But I was at my friend's apartment this weekend before we went to go watch the TCU versus Texas game. One quick thing, everyone can keep doubting because we're 10-0 and Texas tried not losing 4 games in a season for once. That'd be really cool to see. Anyway, while we were at their apartment, she pulled out one of these things. I'm like a fidget person. I like fidgets. I had a fidget like octagon, and it was really cool. I chew on straws a lot. I'm a very big fidget person. So she pulled out this little, it looked like a pencil topper, and it had rubber on the top and bottom, and she like threw it on the ground and it bounced up really high. And immediately the first thing I thought of was Mighty Beanz. And I don't know if I hope that you guys know what Mighty Beanz are, but if you don't, look them up. They had a stranglehold on me and my 10-year-old finances because I don't know. And this is the thing, is I hope you guys know what Mighty Beanz are, because I need you to tell me if they, like, I don't know how I would have gotten introduced to them, if it would have been a McDonald's Happy Meal prize or like a Wendy's kids toy, or were they at a Scholastic book fair? Were they at like the little shops that you did in elementary school where you could like take your box tops and get a toy or a prize or something? I don't know where I would have been introduced to them, but I just need to know if you guys remember what Mighty Beanz are. They had like characters. I think it was like the first, maybe not the first, but it was my first exposure to like a mystery toy or a mystery prize. So you'd buy the pack, and then I think it was like wrestlers was the theme of the pack, and then you would open it up and there would be a pamphlet and it would tell you like number 824 and the little Mighty Beanz name, and it would have a design on it, and it was literally just like an inch bean that had weight in the bottom of it so that it would like flip and kind of, I don't know, like rotate on the bottom of, you could set them up and flick them and stuff. I really hope you guys know what they are. If you don't, then maybe I'm just talking about something that no one knows, but I distinctly remember Mighty Beanz, and I remember being fascinated with them and always wanting to spend my money. Granted, looking back, I spent my money whenever I was younger on stupid things that brought me joy for 2 weeks, and then I kind of stopped playing with them, but that's what being a 10-year-old and getting a $20 bill is like. But I know that I had a ton of them. I don't know whatever happened to them. They probably got given away at a yard sale or taken to a Goodwill or something that is going to make me sad, that I wish I could go home and dig up all these Mighty Beanz. But if you had Mighty Beanz, let me know. If you didn't have Mighty Beanz, look them up. I don't even know if you can buy them anymore. Maybe on eBay, or like an Etsy shop might still have them. Amazon, like a vintage store. If you can find Mighty Beanz, let me know. Send me them. I don't care. Do something to let me know that you know what Mighty Beanz are and what they were. But that was I don't know why I thought of them. All it was a little rubber piece that she just like threw on the ground and it bounced up, and that's all that I could think of. But I had so many of them, and I hope you know what they are. If you don't, it is what it is. Look them up. You'll know a little bit more about me. But I have a question that I was pondering this morning. As it tends to go, as I've said, I'm coming up on a red light, so I'm gonna, oh, just kidding, just turned green. But I was wondering, as I was putting my deodorant on, how many swipes, like how many times do you apply deodorant per arm? Is it something that you like consciously think about and you make it a point to have the same swipe on each arm? Does it vary by what activity you're going to do? Like, I know when I go to the gym, I put maybe like one swipe on each arm because it's expected to get sweaty and smelly, and you're like, it doesn't matter if you have deodorant on at the gym, because the whole point of being there is to get sweaty. Like that's the point. So I'm not going to waste my deodorant on, oh, we're out of red. So now here, I'll give it to you guys. There you go. That was a good one. I try not to put the mic too close to it because I don't want it to clip, but sometimes I get good ones. But it's cold, so I don't know if the pressure in the car is affecting the pressure of the can to make the can opening sound better. I don't know. I'll give you guys a second to guess what flavor it is. It's a flavor I've had before. So go ahead, put it in the comment, guess, pause the video, comment what flavor you think it is, and let me know. But back to the deodorant. I'm very calculated with a lot of things in my life that I'm surprised that I'm not as calculated with my deodorant application. I feel like it's something that I would count and measure every day, and the fact that I don't is weird, because like I used to chew gum on the same side. Like I would do it like 2 chews on the right, 2 chews on the left, and then count how many I did on the right, and then go do that same amount on the left. I used to like try and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but in between each like telephone pole, whenever I would ride in the car as a kid, I still do the same amount of steps in between like concrete squares on sidewalks. I don't step on cracks, and yet one of the things I do every single day, put deodorant on, I don't count, or I don't do the same amount every day. So am I going to start thinking about it now and probably create a set number of swipes every day? Probably, but as of right now, I don't, and I would really love to know, do you guys have a set number of deodorant swipes that you apply every single day? And if you do, let me know how many it is. Let me know your reasoning behind that many swipes, because I'd really like to know. I want to know if you know you're like going to be around a lot of people, do you put more on? And do you use deodorant Or do you use antiperspirant? Because that's something that I just learned maybe like a year or two ago that's different. Deodorant is to help with odor, deodor, and antiperspirant is to help you not sweat, antiperspirant. So I use antiperspirant now and use cologne or lotion or something that adds some scent because I don't like to sweat. So I would like to try and keep myself from sweating because that creates odor. But if I can help myself not sweat and then initially give someone scent by cologne or lotion, I feel like that's better. But do you use deodorant or antiperspirant? If there's a stick that does both in one, link it. Send me the link to it because I would like to try that. If you're a company that makes a 2-in-1 deodorant antiperspirant stick, you can sponsor me. I'll wear it every day, and you can be the little presenting sponsor somewhere on the screen. I'll put it. But let me know if you have a process to your deodorant application. I would love to know if it's very calculated for you. It's not calculated for me, so I'd like to know. I'd also like to know if you know what Mighty Beanz are, and if you think that you could beat a bear in a fight. I don't believe you, and I will put all my money on the bear. So thanks for watching, guys. Now you're seeing the original setting that I typically start my videos in. Thanks for supporting me. Go ahead and give the video a like. You can comment. You can subscribe. I think we're at 11, 12 subscribers maybe. That's awesome. I really appreciate all the support that you guys are showing. Share it with your friends. Share it with your parents. Share it with a stranger. Airdrop it to someone on public transportation. I think you guys understand what's about to happen now. At this point, we end the show. Same way, everyone knows how these end. Flavor reveal, pamplemousse or grapefruit or a variation of a grapefruit. Anyway, you know how these end. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Love you.